tifo mema obi biara akwaba edeba enim de news eso sabre yensem no yebebo awra ensem no emu.
Institutional crisis at the moment. There is no leader. The country is what? Is there without a leader. And I'm telling you, sir, your military, your police force are very good at this time. They remaining neutral. A person protect your mind. But bibi betimi trigger within a minute. Say your mom says such a thing should happen to the good people of Ghana. But bibi betimi trigger ma Obia take you over say country no wafa because
at the time I'm take you look I'm in your
that is so. And it say any radia. Then the pointer ye making say why not at the fort na ba sa edipa no be take you on mine no onye boni bia because at that time no be me defended ho at that time I catch said there was no leader and I may take you over in order to prevent say obi meton share so into montomobo 6 months and sani atoaba. So when it happens like that who is to be blamed? Eba now let's go to Article 60 clause 112. The speaker shall, before commencing to perform the functions of the president under clause 11, speaker no, you says no, president ni wana vice president suni wa speaker no ansana obey juma to say the president no of this article take and subscribe the oath set out in relation to the office of the president. So Article 60 clause 1 sub clause 12. Article 60 clause 1 sub clause what? 12. Actually say speaker now will take you over from the president no. So we take you over. No why president in any media or say or swear oath of allegiance. And no ne ma Joe Ajahu case no. Supreme Court to use Article 60 112 was say I was say yes swear publicly and Sani Ajawa to say president. Now speaker ni ha, vice president ni ha, president ni ha, chief justice has been suspended. Acting chief justice na wo ho. Ono so I on swear oath of allegiance bia. President Deko yenim so the letter crack or parliament. Eti President Mahama wabe president pen wonim sa de we nyina. Ene na de enti no wanye. Ene na acting chief justice no yi no akra ni gidie wonu mu se acting chief justice metimi de machi agya. Ami asue no. So the country is there without a leader. Manencho. So minority na sama omoka no. I said there is a constitution.
But when you're sorry, acting chief justice, na nasenka chief justice, I don't know why the bema na aswe.
It is only when a president abo parliament na manye. Na parliament na ya we. In fact, say speaker ni hano. And no na sa acting chief justice na chief justice parliament den ya mabegu akwam ni abeswe.
Okay.
And no kra no e was here in such a way say dey ememu and a minute mpa ho. And no ti na obehu say parliament no ebewu a na president bi ebe kwa anadwo ubo se parliament na transe anadwo no ma take over from parliament na wo ho dada no ye ma de enche so because ade enche so a the country will be vacant eno no mundu ubo se president no so omo wen anadwo no a parliament ni take over na no patututu na ye hia mu ni hand over ama president na president dada no kofi na che se country no a minute kura ma abra country na da ho kwa because a basis a obi betimi dia take over the country. It is Obi take over the country. I wouldn't know quarter. Obeka said there was no leader. Obenya lawyer for a moment defending at that time. That is why constitutional crisis and no be mube save the country. 18 months and 2 years time near Tuaba. When you have Tobiana Anajo, because he is the commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces. Obiana, lawyer say Bonsunu Crawford in Obiana, Obian Kasa, ma take over the country. Enti me yesi anase me yesi. Into Obiana kopim se ebeba. Now, Mami say if the president does something like that, one call by the constitutional provision. Now let's go to Article 69 clause 1 and 2. President Asotwin ayo homano.
Okay, because I don't know can be baby sound because that minority no can impeachment.
But only the problem. On betime impeach no, but onipa dodo o den e wo parliament. And no na be ha wo 69. Article 69 clause 1 and 2. Let's have a look at it. Article 69. Article 69 clause 1 and 2.
Okay.
Seen some lawyers call.
All right.
Article 69 clause 1 and 2. 69 clause 1 and 2.
Okay, the president. Okay.
Clause 1 it says that the president shall be removed from office if he is found in accordance with the provision of this article. A. to have acted in willful what violation. To have acted in willful violation of the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath set out in the second schedule, or in willful violation of any other provision of this constitution. It is a precedent.
So these are the remedies.
These are the procedure.
The procedure, okay.
The procedure to remove the president.
Yep.
The president shall be removed from office if he is found in accordance with the provision of this article. Essay 1, to have acted in willful violation of the oath. Sa onwano or share best in as more kind of protect the constitution way. May say, may dim run our constitution as no. Wanya. And now presidential oath now yakan was second schedule of this constitution where niswa. And now say willful violation of any provision. So provision ya now was komo bisu in wanyano of the constitution. A basis I'll bet me a removal. No. Let's go to Article 69 clause 1b. Yeah. Or the president to have conducted himself in a manner. And that's why DB which brings or is likely to bring the high office of the president. Why are they the high office of the president into disrepute? And I said ridicule or contempt. Why are they a day as I said, yeah, and I say I'm for buo, I'm for my or me. The constitution no cry when is any president and you one for buo more me. Or young koso, or prejudicial or inimical to the economy or the security of the state. Why are they be say be a me fan say well mu mine ye. And I say I dear warrior no. Inimical to the economy or ya de bia memfa ne se ema economy ne ni buo no enye sikasema to basa and to be incapable of performing the functions of office by reason of infirmity of body or mind and na se bia o ya de bi se on se e bia na adwene mu sebe enna ho na yesa wa stroke bi achi nti na adwene mu na ho o yesa na na etimi di yi ne free ho. But first one na meta to have acted in willful violation of the oath of allegiance your swear no. And I say presidential oath set out in the second schedule, or in willful violation of any other provision of this constitution. Violation of any other provision. Eti provision be our constitution now. Wolfle na ni dan ho ana wanya sa de no. E besa yetimi.
Because why a president pay?
Yes.
Obi a why a president pay na bugina to be job by no go say.
Yen kan clause 2 ho. Ya wo ya afi obetimi e de remove no. De to aso. President, or say for the purposes of the removal from office of the president, a notice in writing, signed by not less than 1/3 of all other members of the parliament, signed by not less than 1/3, 1/3. It which was a 1/3, 80 a sign, normal stating that the conduct or the physical or the mental capacity of the president be investigated or any other grounds specified in clause 1 of this article. Say be allegiance in na wamfa anya adwuma no. Mo be sign 1/3 be sign our parliament. These are some of the things I'm waiting media impeaching no. Now ko parliament we say here ono ne nkrofo na do so na sa 1/3 no be there wenya. E dey in afro. But as it stands now, the country is there without a leader. Ivory Coast, La Côte d'Ivoire. You need president to amemu CCA.
Very
president bien ho. Eti country ni.
Obi make can be
Is that we ne presa prene kresa kre. Ene kresa perere. John Mami. Is that how the country should be governed?
With no respect or regard for the
1992
because Obi majority our parliament obi to be impeached. Is that the case?
Yeah, in a very calamitous state, I'm telling you, because say you're very careful. Na nyame ehu ya mobo. We don't wish evil. Na BBC obi take your mind now. Beka kira say obi ana monto mo body see enti amoye constitution ni sa mutietia constitution so no. Eti mona for 6 months or 2 years. And son of my money at all.
But if you are going forward with numbers, the every penny you say be out being pitched, but I know it comes with numbers. If be a constitutional reviewer, you mean so there can also be able to be a share.
When you know when clearly spelled out, a constitution my amendment to be our the only amendment I lacuna. once a lawyer focus a lacuna na say tokro bi wo ha e was here fix it. So the only lacuna e wo the 1992 constitution sa provision we ni mo ne say e bia de wo so en in no at that time on so betimi declare say state ne country ne ya ne dia 81 so president no ko na ma ya wafa eti ho no so ho say ye review no what I say the bema won ye so in na president no outside the jurisdiction of this country you are only acting within the time frame president ne dey e free but the country does not belong to you. There should be provision na so mo insert to constitution so that you be hu no bi so am challenge aka say bibia ni ho e kire sa antimi at that time na obi ani ha no but yeso me ni kra ma take over no when the president Mahama dey na clear violation because on the yensu obi ani no because one president na mu ni ha a vice president ni ha speaker of parliament ni ha chief justice aya suspended no acting chief justice na wa ha ono so kra yensu ani in na ba constitutional provision no kra na or say the chief justice one can say the acting chief justice it also is questionable. Na just a country ne da ho sisi a ye ni gura kopim say president Mahama bebe chine so bebe chine chi o eti enne na country na ye hwan dia it is a me sorry na me say country no mafa tuwa wo be ma no edi eti ni aye mra na ubu mra no so no anka bibia nkyere we ne legacy NDC for no e party na sete wa ha mai I even see that
yes
so bia nkwa ya Abraham for bi nhye nanan empo de see ye ne say na honorable Joe Ajaho ye ma ne ye de ne sha nan ba ya nso en eno ne challenge ya omode court ne kan say o say so in by virtue of sa article na provision na me read here no 60 I think 69 clause ayiho
1 or 2 no I think so yeah
yes so it's very dangerous say obi be ba bra ye nso in because oba provision na a kire say we say so no that is article 60 clause 112
okay
that the speaker shall before commencing to perform the functions of the president under clause 11 of this article take and subscribe the oath set out in relation to the office of the president. So the oath now in relation to the president and said the Australian oath that person must be sworn in.
Okay.
And the person must swear an oath of allegiance.
But I say, you be move on lawyer, be no share and semba be. But just before we go on to a year another sometime, briefly on the year attaching a client, meaning said those who follow a year, it borders seriously on national security.
Very dangerous.
And the lawyer attaching a renowned legal practitioner. To the extent of all threatens Nana Kwame and who make videos no what has happened to my videos Nana Kwame and then be videos no bensan be videos no but all threatens when push you can say comes to shove and mobile spilly beans rough
that is so
but say the one follow court if come to boom nana make witness why but maybe I kakodi Ebiani lawyer. You see, just briefly on that.
Me da sepa. You see, before me proceed, no, ade ba ko na ya na me pesa me kafa safa ho. Bibi te say ade a President Mahama kan for article say obi and declare wo assets before no. Na one declare wo assets a wo beti usika. Ni nyina afri sa ade we na ledide adubu ahemu de nyina aba. Me de hono kakra bi hyem ho na mato aso.
Okay.
We read article 286 a 286. I can't send you a hoka crabby bill or constitution for article 286 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. 286 and 287.
Okay.
280.